Hey y'all, Taker here. Today we have an assortment of Nendoroids and a prize figure, all wearing suits. We know what time it is, and it is time to review these figures, starting with Ryder, aka Francis Drake. Francis Drake is a servant from the game Fate Extra and also makes an appearance in the anime Fate Extra Lost Encore on Netflix. Francis is one of my favorite characters in Fate. She is just a very dynamic character, and this figure just captures that dynamism that she portrays in the games. Now, it is very unfortunate that such a influential figure in Fate only has 2 figures in existence, and that's also 2 prize figures. The one which it has her in her first ascension, and the one that has her in her outfit in the anime Fate Extra Lost Encore. It's pretty disappointing, especially since, as I said before, she's a really big deal in the games. This prize figure right here is nothing to sneeze at. She is sculpted by and manufactured by Band Presto, well known for prize figures that they stock Crane games with. And looking at her paint job is pretty good. They really did do a lot of detail work on her pants. You can see the wrinkles in her pants, as well as the sleeves of her dress shirt. They did a very good job on her face. It looks just like Drake from the games, though the one issue that I am finding, and that comes from the fact that it is a prize figure. They're not really known for being particularly well painted in areas. Between her pant legs, it is a little rough. You can see that the paint wasn't fully smoothed, as well as there just being her skin tone. Her skin tone's correct, but it's more so the look and feel isn't as smooth as it should be. And finally, her hair is just a little flat. It isn't as vibrantly pink, or I should say it's closer to pink. In the games, it kind of veers on a little bit more like purple, so it does look a little faded. But all in all, she is fantastic in terms of like prize figure quality. I'd actually rate her close to Good Smile's Pop-Up Parade collection in terms of quality. If you are a Francis Drake fan and you're looking for a really good figure, I believe that this prize figure is the best figure she currently has on the market. And that's saying something. And with that, let's get into the next figure. So the next figures that we will be reviewing is from the video game Helltaker, drawn and developed by Van Ripper. It is a game that revolves around a man named Helltaker wakes up one day and teams up with the Lord of Flies Beelzebub to invade hell with the intention of adding cute demon girls and office work attire into his harem. And it's pretty much a puzzle game slash a very, very simple dating sim. So it's enjoyable. I really did like the art style, and I was very excited to see that they had Nendoroids of some of the demons. Unfortunately, it's not of all, they don't have all the demons as Nendoroids yet, but we at least have 4 of them that we can review together. So right here, we have the second demon that you can add to your harem. Her name is Modeus. She's based off of one of the demons from the Ars Goetia, Asmodeus, the demon of lust. And as you can see in her design, she is covered in hearts to kind of like show that, you know, the motif of desire and constantly blushing, constantly being flustered. And she's kind of one of the game's yanderes, since if you mess up your interaction with her during the dating sim portion of the game, she will actually bash your knees in with a sledgehammer so that you won't have any possibility of escaping, and that's a game over for you. But other than that, I believe she has one of the cutest designs in the game. I really love when characters have heart eyes, and she comes with a couple of faceplates. She does come with an extra flustered face, a curious face, she comes with some props like a book of a romantic comedy that she finds overly lewd. And she just has like the effect that has smoke pillowing out of her head as she's so flustered reading the book. She is an incredibly cute figure. This is probably my favorite of the Nendoroids that are released right now. And yeah, that's it for Modeus. Let's move on to the next girl on our list. Now, the next demon that we have on our list to review is Cerberus. Now, if you've played as much Hades as I have, you already know who Cerberus is. The guard dog of hell allows people to come in, but won't allow you to come out of hell. But these characters, these demon girls, are actually a unique interpretation of the guard hound of hell, since they all have their own separate bodies. It's 3 bodies but 1 soul. So the girls can act independently of each other, but they pretty much are linked with each other. So they can't really be. It's a bundle deal. If you bring one girl with you, you have to bring them all. And I feel like that was the same deal with buying these Nendoroids. I went ahead and got the deluxe edition, which is simply buying 3 of the same figure, but you get a really fancy box. I'm not mentally ill. This is a great financial decision. But no, it would feel weird to only have the one, since it just wouldn't be lore accurate. So, and I do like Cerberus's design. I've had friends say that her design reminds them of Pito from Hunter x Hunter. I can kind of see that, though they're not cats, they're dogs. But I digress. My I really do like the design overall. I think they come with some really cute faces. The pre-order bonus actually did come with 3 special bases, and I will show you right now. They did come with 3 special bases that are red, so they're a different shade, a different color than a traditional Nendoroid base. So, and that's really nice for just having some different. I'm not really a big fan of clear bases, so seeing that they have the colored ones, it would seem like a very good value to get the deluxe edition. And it also comes with 1 more faceplate, and this one is looking to the left, and that helps you kind of make the girls look a little closer to how their in-game portrait is. And finally, I stood them on with the Good Smile easels just so I could group them together closer. I'm not planning to use these for Cerberus simply because it causes them to have too much space between them, and I just feel like it's just not legit unless Cerberuses are really like close knit together, like 3 heads. So yeah, the one gripe that I have with Cerberus is I feel like they didn't add enough props for her. Like, I feel like with Modeus that we just reviewed, she came with at least a book and the smoke pillowing out of her head, like a couple of like unique kind of details to her. I feel like they really phoned it in when it came to props for Cerberus, because in the comics, she is a very mischievous character. Her goal to make it to the human world is to corrupt humanity. So one of the comic strips, she tries to coerce children who are trying to trick or treat, try to get candy from their house, kind of like try to teach them blood rituals. She has like a knife, and she has some satanic books and a book about magic dogs. And I just thought it would have been a nice touch so that they could all have like their own unique props for these figures, but no props to be seen for them. And they're kind of the only Helltaker figure out of these 4 that doesn't have additional props like that. And that's just a shame, because I feel like she is a pretty unique character. And like, if I'm buying the deluxe edition, if I'm buying 3 of the same Nendo, it's nice that they have that I can kind of have them all have different faceplates as I'm propping them up, so they kind of all have like their unique facial expression, kind of like the 3 monkeys: see no evil, hear no evil, see no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil, that kind of stuff. But that's kind of it. I still love them. I still love these figures. They're still so cute, but I wish it was a little different. But let's get into the next one. Now here we have Justice, the awesome demon. Now she is the 7th demon that Helltaker adds to his harem, and she's also the only demon who doesn't actively try to kill Helltaker for trying to add her into his harem. So she's overall a really chill dude. She is also the ex-high prosecutor of Hell, and you'll understand what that is once you play Helltaker. But she's got a little bit of lore to her. I think one of my favorite lore bits is that she actually is the reason why Beelzebub, Helltaker's co-conspirator, is banished to the Shadow Realm, to the Abyss, and I just find that really awesome. I kind of just wish it was a little expounded on by Van Ripper. But enough of the lore, let's get into the figure. She she's pretty cool. I was on the fence about buying her simply because I was more of a fan of Modeus and Cerberus's designs. But it's nice that she has a couple more props than Cerberus. She has her sunglasses, of course, but the sunglasses actually do come off and they reveal her eyes. And I don't know if it's a little bit of spoiler, but her name is Justice, and you'll notice that her eyes are a different color than the rest of the cast, and that's because Justice is blind. Yes. I have nothing really else to say. I'm not really a comedian here, but her design is really good. She does come with a coat that can be taken off. She does come with a set of pancakes as well as an eating face and kind of like a, you know, like a smirking face as well. And she can also tip her glasses down. She can tip her glasses down and look at you, you know, just kind of look you up and down. She's a really cool figure. I think she is, although she is not my like top favorite of the Helltaker Nendos, I know that there is a lot of Justice lovers out there.
I know the time has come when my blood to find my wallet and not justice.
Justice lovers. There's a lot of Justice lovers out there that will probably appreciate this figure a lot. I highly recommend getting her if you can. And finally, that brings us to our last demon girl. Now finally, we have the CEO of Hell, the Lightbringer herself, Lucifer. Now, she is one of my favorite demon designs in Helltaker, second only to Modeus, and she is great. I really do like her black tiara. You'll notice that her horns are white instead of black. In the Helltaker lore, that's an indicator of age, so she is a grand demon. That's not impactful at all in a harem-based game, but I had to say it anyway. She is the boss, although none of the other demon girls listen to her particularly, so she kind of screams into the void. She's really good. She comes with the most props out of all the girls. She comes with a glass of wine, as well as a knife and fork, because you know you love a girl that can eat. And finally, she has a couple of faceplates. She has an embarrassed faceplate. She has a like a evil grinning faceplate, a calm smile faceplate, as well as similar to Justice, she has a plate of pancakes with her. So it's nice. I'm very happy they didn't phone her in like Cerberus and gave her a good variety of props as well as a good variety of faces. Plus, if you did order her directly from Good Smile, she does come with a pre-order bonus. And let me see here. Her pre-order bonus is having her with her demon guards. With her demon guards. And I believe Good Smile made a mistake with my order because they did have the card for her demon guards, but they actually gave me an extra one, an extra set. So now I can have a little bit of a demon army. I can get a demon army going now. another one. Can't really fit those, but there you go. Now we got like a little army going on. And for this figure, I would be using the pre-order bonus from Cerberus for her, simply because I feel like not everyone has to be stood up on an easel, and I think the red base would just fit for her just very nicely. Oh wow, yeah, it's even, the base is even actually textured. I feel like it's going to be pretty hard to show this on the camera, but this is a nice base. Much nicer than the base that comes with the figure. Let's see here. There we go. And of course it does mention the artist. The artist's trademark on the figure on this particular base, which is pretty cool. And he's getting that recognition. There we go. That looks great. Yeah, that's a really cool base. Yeah, I just gotta show off this figure. And that's it. That's all the figures we have to unbox today. Thank you so much for watching my video and joining me on this review. And please comment, like, and subscribe if you'd like to see any more of my content in the future. I have a lot planned, so stay tuned. And with that, why be a demon slayer when you can be a demon layer? Thank you for watching. See ya.